Good morning, everyone. Let me begin with a simple question. How many brilliant ideas have we seen fail, not because they lacked innovation, but because they lacked protection or legal clarity? If we look around, I am sure each of us knows at least one startup, one idea, one entrepreneur, or that struggled not due to lack of talent, but because the legal foundation was missing. Ideas move fast today. Technology moves even faster. But unprotected innovation disappears the fastest. And that is exactly where law, technology, and innovation must come together. It is truly an honor to be here among legal stalwarts, policy makers, legal technologists, and innovators who are shaping the future of innovation and legal ecosystems. And I'm happy to share a few thoughts from both a lawyer's and a legal tech founder's perspective. And JuryScan actually began from a simple frustration many of us lawyers share in our daily practice. Because as lawyers, we don't really struggle with law. We struggle with managing information. How many of us here have spent more time searching for judgments than actually preparing arguments? Exactly, we have all been here. Sometimes we spend hours navigating scattered databases, files, and precedents, and by the time we find what we need, half the energy is already gone. Whereas our real work should be strategy, analysis, and advocacy. And that is why JuryScan aims to simplify complex judgment, provide structured legal intelligence, and redefine how lawyers research, manage, and prepare cases efficiently. Because legal intelligence should empower innovation and not slow it down. Today, I'll be speaking on a topic that sits at the heart of sustainable growth: technology, law, and innovation, the triad empowering the startup system of tomorrow. Over the last decade, technology has transformed almost every industry: finance, healthcare, governance, education, and now even legal practice itself. And if we are honest, legal practice is changing faster than many of us expected. As we move toward the innovation economy of 2030, one reality is becoming clear. The future will belong to those who can integrate technology, law, and innovation and make them work together. Look at this triad. Technology gives us speed, scalability, and efficiency. Innovation gives us creativity and solutions. But law, particularly intellectual property law, gives innovation identity, protection, and long-term value. Without law, innovation remains vulnerable. Without protection, idea remains exposed. And without structure, growth becomes fragile. And when these forces work together, they don't just build startups, they build resilient ecosystems. In my interactions with startups and founders, I often notice a familiar pattern. They build fast, they launch fast, they scale fast, but they forget to protect what they build. Not intentionally, but because survival feels more urgent than protection in early stages. We have seen startups grow rapidly only to later face brand disputes or ownership conflicts simply because legal protection wasn't considered early. And let's be honest, protecting innovation always feels expensive until a dispute arises, and then it suddenly becomes very expensive. And that is why intellectual property today is not just legal compliance, it is a business asset. Innovation without legal protection is like light without direction. Today, patents, copyrights, trademarks are not just legal compliance, they are business assets and valuation drivers. In fact, the most valuable companies in the world today are not asset-heavy, they are IP-rich. This transformation is equally relevant for legal professionals. Legal practice itself is evolving, and expectations from lawyers are also changing. But lawyers today still spend enormous time tracking cases, repeating research, and managing scattered information. This is where legal tech platforms like JuryScan are working toward bringing a quiet but powerful shift. We are reimagining the lawyer's workspace through a personalized dashboard where advocates can research efficiently, manage cases, organize precedents, and prepare arguments strategically. So instead of spending time, energy searching for information, lawyers can focus on winning arguments. The idea is simple: help lawyers argue smarter, not work longer. Technology, when aligned with law, does not replace lawyers, it elevates them. And as AI begins transforming research and drafting processes, the real value of lawyers will increasingly lie in strategy, interpretation, and advocacy. Technology will handle repetition, lawyers will handle judgment. This evolution also brings us to incubators and accelerators. They are no longer just spaces for refining business models. They must now become legal and IP empowerment hubs where founders learn from day one how to identify intellectual assets, protect innovation early, and use law as a strategic advantage. Because the right time to think about IP is not after scaling, but its inception. As we look ahead, the ecosystem of tomorrow will not be built by technology alone. It will be built by innovators who dare to dream, technologists who scale ideas, lawyers who protect and guide the innovation, and policymakers who create enabling frameworks. Imagine an India where every startup graduates not just with a product but with strong IP foundations. Every innovator understands that legal structure strengthens innovation, and every lawyer leverages technology to practice smarter and better. Because ultimately, technology gives us speed, innovation gives us direction, law gives us structure and sustainability, and intellectual property binds them together. My message to innovators and lawyers is simple: build fast but build protected. I sincerely thank the organizers for this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on such a prestigious platform. It is encouraging to see spaces where law, technology, and innovation comes together in a meaningful dialogue, because the future belongs to those who protect their ideas, and that future is built on intellectual property law. Thank you.